give my I was like, I have a lot of friends and family, like I have to get rid of all of them in 20, I don't have time to do that. I would have to kill them all, and then I would just go to jail. I still wouldn't even be homeless, so I don't think I could be homeless, It took a long time, very forced. Maybe that's what his message was. Maybe that was good. I don't know.
We're not learning, right? That's why we're losing the edge. We're not learning as much as we used to. It's too much technology. That's what I think the problem is. I had a sister in high school, and she barely speaks English. And she was born here. Too much technology. I saw that she was doing her English homework on her computer. So right away, you don't need to know how to spell. Corrects it for you. It's unnecessary for you to know how to spell the word unnecessary. You throw in a U and add a couple of R's, you go, did you mean unnecessary? Yes, I did. I'm terrible too. I mean, I'm a victim of it. This is how bad I am. Do you ever say the word correctly and surprise yourself? Like it doesn't line it up, you're like, oh, no way! I know how to spell exaggerate? No shit. Research, the same thing. Like 15 years ago when I went to high school, right? If I was doing homework at my computer and I wanted to know who the 12th president of the United States was, I would ask my parents. If they didn't know, I was fucked. That was it. That was the end of my resources. I had to get up, go to a library, find a book about presidents, fucking read it, remember the shit, and then use it later. I just get an iPhone. Oh, let me look that up. Zachary Taylor. That reminds me. Zach Efron. It's so hot. Let me text a bunch of bitches about nothing. You ask her an hour later, hey, who's that guy? Taylor Hicks? I forgot. Meanwhile, there's kids in China memorizing the U.S. Constitution. I wonder why we're losing. All I'm saying is that in 1969, we didn't have cell phones or the internet, and we put a man on the moon. Now we have both, and the space shuttle can't take off because it's cloudy. And we're all okay with it. Collectively, we're all fine with it. None of us really care. I realized that when I took the citizenship test. Because that was like the high point of my life. I was so excited. I read books. I studied the Constitution. Studied the Revolution. I was just so excited about it. I was ready for any question. I knew it. I got there. It's 10 questions. That's it. 10 questions. eHarmony asks you more shit than America. That's not even the saddest part. The saddest part is that out of the 10, you only have to answer 6 correctly. Give a message are we sending into the world? Hey, you want to be an American? D- is good enough. Get in there, you knucklehead. You're just like us. We don't know any of this shit either. Here's your Big Mac. Here's your Snuggie. Enjoy American Idol.
If you don't try and do better, what's the other option? You just get worse. Because I don't think you get to stay the same in life. I feel like you either improve or you start to slide down. And I feel like I see too many people in public who seem to have made a pretty strong choice for worse. People with, quote, no fucks to give, aka assholes. They don't care how their terrible behavior affects other people. Right? Like the latest example of a trend I see that to me is so selfish. I just don't understand how someone could casually do it, to think it's okay. Having a loud public conversation on their speakerphone. Right? Why are you forcing both sides of a conversation on everyone in a 50-foot radius? Right? To me, it's a choice. And it bugs me because it is a choice. Every time I've seen it, it's been a choice because the person has been holding the phone in their hand. Right? And if your hand is attached to a standard issue arm, that means you can take your phone from here or here or here to right here and not be a dick. This shouldn't be acceptable to do it out here if you have a small, wonky arm that can't reach your ear. Okay, a lot of pushback on that one. Right there. That's how society's become a little too sensitive in some ways. If you didn't like that last part, I bet I know why. I bet I know you were thinking some version of, Jesus Christ, there could be someone here with a small wonky arm. Yeah, they could be here. They could also have a sense of humor, like other human beings. Right? Why do we decide what other people can laugh at? What they can handle? Do you ever think about how weird that is that we make these judgment calls about what other people can handle, you know, in certain situations? Like, I was friends in college, good friends with a paraplegic guy named Brian. I had to see this firsthand, where people would try to be nice, you know, and they didn't want to say something that would offend him, but it would end up hurting his feelings, because he just wanted his balls busted like everybody else. He wanted to be treated exactly like everybody else, but people would act weird around him, and they would confuse his brains with his legs. Right? His legs didn't work, his brain didn't what they were doing every single time. Just weird stuff like, hey man, it's good to see you. I'm gonna go for a run. I'm gonna go do some stuff. If he can handle the word run, he's gonna be, have fun on your run. Where you run to show off a trampoline park must be nice. No. It's crazy. It feels like right now there's so much worry over what we can laugh at, what we can say. I feel like there's so much stress in society right now. Everybody's tense, worried about the outrage police taking their lives apart. If they say the wrong thing, which is stressful because the wrong thing is always changing. You know, somebody tweets or posts something, and then 10 years later they lose their job. What if we just, I don't know, what if we just fucking knock that shit off? What if we decide that we can talk things out? We can make mistakes, we can say the wrong thing, we can be forgiven, we can grow and evolve. We can stop dividing ourselves into little groups along political or racial lines and fucking snipe each other from the shadows and just grow as one group of meat sacks and just kind of progress as a human species. That's a choice we can make, you know, if we wanted to.